This is your source for local news in the Heartland. This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. It's time for our entertainment segment, which means we're joined by Scott Kellum once again. How are you?
I'm just fine. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
Good.
And it's Friday, which means we are going to be talking about a movie,
Correct.
The Lorax, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax,
Yep,
right?
correct.
And it did pretty well in its first week, and it opened with more than $70 million worth of sales.
Yeah,
So
it did really well, and rightfully so. It is a great movie. Very diverse crowd that's going to go to this kind of movie. It reaches out to children, but it also has enough adult humor-based humor that the adults are going to pick up on, that anybody can really go to this movie and enjoy it. I personally went to the 3D version of it just to get the full effect of it, and
How was it?
It was great. You know, they do take into account a lot of, you know, it's not just expecting a hand to come out of the screen at you. You know, like they throw things and it feels like it's coming out in a crowd. 3D versions are always a lot more fun. The movie in general, it strays a little bit from the books, from the book, and you really do feel like you remember a lot of the things from the book that you saw and you read into. So they did a great job. As far as casting for the voices and everything, Zac Efron, Ed Helms, Danny DeVito does a great job as the Lorax. You really can't argue with Danny DeVito. You know, kids aren't going to know him as the Penguin from the Batman movie or anything like that, but he does just a fabulous job with this movie.
And Taylor Swift's also in it too.
And Taylor Swift too, yeah. And you know, and this movie just tackles a whole lot of things. It tackles a lot of pollution, a lot of industrialization, stuff like that. The kids, they're not going to pick up on, but as an adult, you're going to kind of see that underlying theme.
And compared to other Dr. Seuss books that have been turned into the movies, is it kind of the same? You know, we saw how this Grinch Stole Christmas and...
Yeah, you know, movies have that hard part of basically tackling a book that's 10, 15 pages long and turning it into an hour and 40-minute movie. They do stick along with the book very well, but like I said, they do have to stretch it out, add a few characters, add a few plot lines just to make the movie work. So. And
with that being said, did it feel like it was drawn out too much, or did you feel like you had your attention the whole entire time?
No, they have your attention the entire time. They don't really, there's never really a point where you're like, oh, just this movie needs to end, but they stick along, they keep your attention, they always have a plot line that's going, so. And it's, you know, it's full of humor. You can't really argue with it.
And like you said, it's good for anybody, any age. You can
any
bring your
age,
whole entire family and enjoy it.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
All right, out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
I give it about 3.5 to 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah, good family movie.
Good. Well, thank you so much for that.
Not a problem.
All right, and we'll be right back.